ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ सहनाववतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शशिवर्णै चतुर्भुजं
शशिवर्णै चतुर्भुजं
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
वरदे कामरूपिणी
वरदे कामरूपिणी
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम्
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्
अधिगम्यं महेश्वरात्
कृष्णं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
कृष्णं
व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः
अकूहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अपूर्वविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचूयशानां तालु
इचूयशानां तालु
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋतुलसानां दन्त्याः
ऋतुरसानां दन्त्याः
उपध्मानीयानाम् औष्ठौ
उपध्मानीयाम् औष्ठो
न्यमगणनानां नासिकाञ्च
नमगणनानां नासिकाञ्च
एदैतौ कण्ठतालु
वेदैतौ कण्ठतालु
ओदौ तौ कण्ठोष्टम्
ओदौ कण्ठोष्टम्
मकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम् जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम् नासिका अनुस्वारस्य Last time we were seeing third case. Tritiya Vibhakti, instrumental case, and the usages of third case, instrumental case. We have seen first one, we can use third case as a agent of passive verb. So in passive voice, we can use third case as an agent. So last time we have seen, suppose is a sentence, Ramaha mrugam pashyati. Ramaha mrugam pashyati. So in passive voice, this Rama, who is a karta, agent, will go in third case in passive voice. Mrugam, which is in second case, the object of the action, it will go in the first case, mrugaha. And this verb pashyati is totally changed. Pashya, original dhatu is drush. And in this drush dhatu, yakara is added and atmanepada, all termination will be added. We have not yet seen atmanepada because still we are in parasmaipadi only. Okay. This is the first usage. There we have seen. All we have seen. Now, second usage of third case is usage. This third case can be used as an instrument which is used to complete the action. Suppose we can say Balaha Mukham Guhati. Balaha means a boy. Guhati hides face. But with the help of what? So we can say Hastabhyam. So this Hastabhyam is 3/2. With the help of both hand, Balaha Mukham Hastabhyam Guhati. So second usage. Second usage is we can use third case as an instrument. Even in English is called instrumental case. And in Sanskritam it is called Karana Vibhakti. First one is called Karta. Second one is called Karma. This is called Karana. Karana in English is called instrument. So second usage we have seen. Third usage. This third case can be used for the person or a thing accompanying the action. So it gives the company. Suppose Gachami, I go. But with whom? Ramena. Actually, when Ramena, generally we put here Saha. Even this Saha, also this Saha takes third case. So Ramena Saha Gachami. Aham Ramena Saha. Sita can say Aham Gachami with Rama. That's why he is written Ramena Saha Gachami. And this Saha is indeclinable. Here is written Avyaya. We can't decline like Ramaha Ramo Ramaha, same Sahaha Saho, Sahaha. We cannot do like this. This is third usage we have seen. Fourth usage we have seen last week. Third case can be used to indicate a cause or a reason. So in Sanskrit, it is called Hetu Tritiya. There are two usages, Hetu Tritiya or Hetu Panchami. Both vibhaktis or both cases can be used to show the reason, karana. So, gramam tyajami. I abandoned. Tyaktaha. Aham. So, I leave the village. I abandoned the village. For which reason? Dukkhena. I leave or abandoned the village because of misery, because of dukkha. The cause of the leaving village is pain. Same way, vinayaha bhavati. There is a humility. Why? Vidyaya. Because of the knowledge. Gnanena vinayaha bhavati. Same way, here gnanena can also take as a third. Because of gnana, people are humility. Fifth usage we have seen is special expression by nature. Swabhavena Ramaha Viraha Bhavati. So Rama is a hero. Viraha means hero. Why? By nature. Swabhava means by nature. Same way by name. It's called in Sanskritam Abhidheyena. So in English we can translate by the name. So Gopalaha Nrupaha Bhavati. Gopala is the king by the name. So Abhidheyena, they have given, need not to go in detail. So Abhidheyena is by the name. Last one is by birth. That also we have seen. Janmana Andaha. By birth, that person is blind. Janmanaha. There is a one word, Kanaha. Kanaha means one eye. Only one eye. Janmana Panguhu. Pangung Langayate Girim. We have seen Panguhu. The Panguhu means lame person, one who cannot walk properly, limping. Panguhu is by birth. So whatever the by birth, Kanaha, Andaha is by Janmana. It goes in third case. I think this much we have seen. Now last one. Some.
Swamiji,
Yes.
does that mean that wherever the word Swabhina or Abhidhena or Janmana will come, only then the third vibhakti will be applied?
Yeah, only for this. When Abhidhayana come, then only we can apply third. Same way, we have to show some, we would like to say something. No, this person is by birth, he is always angry. So, Swabhavena Krodha. By nature, he is anger. He is angry.
So is that
yes.
Is that the only word Swabhena will?
Yeah, Swabhavena, this only word.
Okay, thank you.
That's last one. They say by family. Gotrena Govindaha Gargyaha. You might have studied, I don't know, but there are name of the Rishi is Bharadwaj Rishi. Have you heard the name? No, Bharadwaj.
Yes.
Bharadwaja. The son of Bharadwaja is called Bharadwaja. It is son of Bharadwaja. This person is the son of Bharadwaj. Ba becomes A. Bharadwaj. Same way, if we know Sita's one name is Janaki. Janakasya Putri, you know. So we can say Gotrena Sita Janaki. Gotrena Bharadwaja Bharadwaja. So this is Gotra, father's name. Nowadays we are not using father's name. South I don't know, but in father's name we say first name, our personal name, and second father's name. But in previous time they can do like this. Even in Chandogya, what was the name? Shvetaketu's father. Shvetaketu has two names, Audalaki and something was Uddalaka. Uddalaka is original name, Uddalaka, I think. But when we have to show, then it's become Audalaki. The son of Uddalaka is called Audalaka. So this shows Gargya. So Gargya, you know, is a son of Gargi Rishi. Gargi. Garga Rishi, there is a Garga Rishi. We can say the son of Garga is Gargya. There is a one lady's name was Gargi, but she was unmarried. So the son of Garga Rishi is called Gargya. The son of Bharadwaj is called Bharadwaj. The son of daughter of Janaka is Janaki. So we can say Gotrena Sita Janaki. Gotrena Govindaha is a personal name, but Gargya is a Kula. Gargya is a father's name. Garga's Apatyam. In Sanskritam, we have not seen that much, but in Sanskritam, we can say Gargasya Apatyam means son. Gargasya, Rishi's name is Gargasya, 6/1. Apatyam means progeny, son or daughter is called Apatyam in Sanskritam.
वासुदेव है ना, वासुदेव.
हाँ, Vasudevasya son, Vasudeva, yeah. Vasudeva. So we can say Gotrena Krishna Vasudeva. This is best example. So Gotrena, by Gotra, Krishna, Lord Krishna is Vasudeva. Like this, to show the progeny or our lineage, actually lineage or father's name, whatever.
Ma, what is the meaning of the word Vasudeva?
Vasudeva is a son of same, no?
No, meaning.
Actually, here Vasudeva is a Vasayati Sarvam. Iti Vasudeva Sarvam. It called Vasaha. Vasayati man, one who lives everywhere, is called Vasaha. And its own nature is effulgent. To show effulgent is not like, you know, aura is coming, but the meaning of Deva, effulgent, means one who is a consciousness, in the form of consciousness, is called Deva. So generally Deva is not some effulgent, the meaning is consciousness. Self-effulgent. But consciousness is self-effulgent. We used to say, so what is the meaning of self-effulgent? Is all lights are coming out of this? It doesn't like this. The meaning is it's for own sustain. It never depend on anybody else. Is called self-effulgent. Suppose pot depends on clay. So it is not independent. Pot is not independent. Same way, whole Jagat, its lend to sustain one's own entity, it depends on somebody else. The name of this is Chaitanya or consciousness. But does consciousness need anything to live and land upon anyone?
No.
So, no, it is self-effulgent. It's called Deva. So Vasudeva. So our Lord Krishna is Vasayati Sarva. It is everywhere in whole universe and its own nature. Vasudeva's nature is Deva. It is self-effulgent. Swaprakasha. Actually in Gujarati or in Sanskrit, Swaprakasha. It never depends on anyone for its own sustenance. It's called self-effulgent. It's called Vasudeva. Vasudeva idam sarvam sa mahatma sa durlabha. It comes in 7th chapter of Gita. So Gotrena, it is written, family, lineage. Gotrena gargaha. Now we can use third case as a Upapada Vibhakti, means prepositions. There are two types of preposition, Saha and Vina. The preposition Upsarga is again indeclinable. Avyaya, use either with noun or with verb. Here in this context we see preposition which are used with Tritiya Vibhakti in third case. So Saha, along with Lakshmanaha Vanam Gacchati. This is the main sentence. Lakshmana goes to the forest. But how? Ramena Saha. So this connecting word with Saha always goes in third case. We can say Ramaha Vanam Gacchati Sitaya Saha, along with Sita. So it will, third case of Sita is Sitaya. It will come when we'll see feminine. Sitaya Saha Vanam Gacchati. Aham Nagaram Gacchami. I go to the city. Tvaya Saha, along with you. The meaning of Tvaya we have not seen, but Tvaya means with you. Next time, no, from next, whenever we'll start, not next week, but there is it's called personal pronoun, aham, avam, vayam. That we will see, because in Anton it will come last in 23rd or 24th lesson, but we will chant along. So sometime we will be familiar with this all. So tvaya means along with you. So saha, we have to remember only a connecting word with saha always go in third case. So Lakshmana gacchati, Lakshmanaha gacchati, but with whom? Ramena saha. Then Rama will go in third case. If Ramaha vanam gacchati, Lakshmanena saha, then this Lakshmana will go in third. The connecting word with saha always goes in third case. Then vina, the meaning is without. Sita can say, Ramam vina aham prasade navasati, navasami. But vina means without. So it's given upanetrabhyam is given here. Upanetra means glasses, spectacles. Upanetrabhyam, without glasses, na pashyati. He doesn't see upanetrabhyam vina. Without glasses. We can write another Sita Ramena Vina. Without Rama, Ayodhyam, in Ayodhya city, Ayodhyam Navasati. She cannot stay without Rama in Ayodhya. This Ayodhya can take 7 cases, but I am writing here 2 by 1. We can write in 7th case also. Here 2 by 1. Okay? Is it clear? This Saha and Vina. And these both are Avyaya. So need not to decline like Rama Shabda. So both are Avyaya. Clear? Any question? No, no. Now last. There are some particles they have written. One word is called alam. And another word is also krutam. Meaning is saying enough. Alam and krutam. The connected word with alam is also take 3rd case. Alam shokena. Enough with grief. Enough with pain. This is too much. And if there are too much noise, you know, krutam kola halena. There is a one word. The meaning of alam is enough. You might have heard the name Anal, no? Analam, Analaha. What is the meaning of Analaha?
Water.
Fire.
Fire.
So Analaha, why it's called Analaha? Na alam. One who never say enough. If you pour grutam, ghee inside the fire, it never says now I don't want. Na alam. It's called Anala. That's why it's called Anala. You keep on pouring ghee inside, the flame comes out more and more. Sometime, in some party, nowadays there is a olar, you know, we never sit in line and they serve. It's like always, which type of, everybody standing and eating. What we say? What type of, in party or in some marriage function?
Buffet.
Buffet, yes. In buffet, we never see this alam. But in previous time, even sometime, you know, in traditional way, we have to sit in one line. It's called pangat, and everybody is serving us one by one. At that time, out of love, there are many people, we would like to feed more and more. If some sweet is there, at that time we say, no, is enough. It's enough. At that time in Sanskritam, we can say alam. Now I don't want much. I'm full. Sometimes we say I'm full. I don't want anything. This I am full. It's called alam. No more. But this fire never say alam. You say, give me more, give me more, give me more and more ghee. It's called analam. That's why the name is analam.
Swaminiji, what if it is not the ghee but water?
If we put water, it's gone totally. It's totally specified. For ghee only it says nalam.
Right.
If we put even more in fuel, you know, at that time, anal needs more ghee. Otherwise, it can never. If we put more and more wooden sticks inside, but still it needs some ghee, something, you know, so for more and more flame. So it's called. But alam means enough. So nowadays, when in the sannyasis meet is there and they all are eating, so some is he'll take one more piece of some sweet. The sannyasi used to say alam. No, it's okay. Alam. But alam takes third case. The connecting word with alam always take third case. Here, enough also the meaning krutam, but this is the different meaning enough. Here also different meaning of krutam. Sometimes there is too much noise, no? We say this is krutam. But here we can't use alam. But it is, we can say krutam kola halena. Enough with this noise. Now no much. I don't want to hear the noise. At that time we can't say alam kola halena. Generally, we can say, but generally they use krutam. So some more example is here given. You can tell me which cause agnanam gnanena nashyati. Translation is agnanam means ignorance. Nashyati, perish. Gnanena. So this gnanena is 3 by 1.
Yes.
But which, because of jnanam. So this third case is used in which purpose?
Hetu Tritiya.
Hetu tritiya, yes. Because of gnana, agnanam goes. Ashvaha dhavati. A horse runs. Vegena. So it's with the speed. Then it's okay. We can say naturally, we can say it, but it's not written swabhaven. But is with the speed. Here the meaning is with the speed. Gayakaha layena gayati. Gayakaha, as a singer, sings with rhythm. A singer sings with rhythm. Layena. We can't say layam. Here we can't put a second case, A singer sings to rhythm, but with the rhythm. Balika hastabhyam ishwaram namati. A girl salutes, do pranams to Ishwara. Hastabhyam, we can say with the both of hands. Instrument, yeah. Janaha netrabhyam pashyati.
Again instrument.
Here also instrument. Balah same. Hastabhyam mukham guhati. Then bhaktaha mantrehi ramam shamsanti. So devotees praise Rama with the help of mantra. Mantras, many mantras, but by the mantras, but with the help of mantra. The cause of praising, they are using mantra. That's why. Acharyaha chatrehi saha nagaram gachanti. So Acharyaha, teacher, go to the city along with students. Chatrehi means student.
Swamiji.
Yes.
In the previous example, you said Bhaktaha Mantrena Rama
Shansanti.
You said it's because, will it be because or it will be an instrument?
We can use as an instrument, yeah, not because. They are to praise Rama, what the instrument they are using is one type of instrument, no? Sometimes we say they use some, what you say, there are some in their hand, something. So this also goes in third case. There are different type of instruments. So we can take, same way these people are praising Rama. At that time, they are not using any instrument, but they are using mantra. So their mantra can also goes in say in third case. For praising Rama, they use something. That what usage will go in third case. Maybe mantra, maybe dhyanena saha. There are some, with dhyana. Do you know? Right now, I don't have 1 minute. Huh? Gita. Bhagavad Gita. Gita. Can you see some Gita? HIJK11. Gita. 1 minute. This Gita Dhyana Shloka. This I am just trying to find it.
Yeah. Which one?
Last one.
Yes. Yes, Marana Matrena.
Janma Sansa. This is in, yes, is also in third case. You might have heard this all. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyestavehi Vedai Sangha Padakrama Upanishade Gayanti Yam Samagaha. So actually, have you heard this all?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then it's familiar to everyone, no? This shloka. This one. This shloka is familiar to everyone. This is the last dhyana shloka of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. So Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Marutaha, Stunvanti. The Stunvanti means they praise. They do stuti. Of whom? So Yam means Lord Krishna. With whom? Divyehi, Stavehi. With different type of stotra. So this is also 3 by Stavehi, like Ramehi. So with divine stotra, these all devatas are doing stuti of Yam, means Brahma, what that Lord. Same way, Samagaha Gayanti. One who Samaveda Gayanti are called Samagaha. One who sings or Samaveda, that people are called Samagaha. Samavedam Gayanti Samagaha. So these are people are Samagaha. When I have asked one person here, one who is in our student, I asked, why are you attending this grammar class? He said, you are going very slow. He says, you are going very slow in so slow speech. Then when we are learning, so we are not learning only grammatical point. When I study with my teacher, at that time, he covered all aspects. So right now what we are doing is also part of grammatical, but still we are seeing Gita. So we are covering not only grammatical portion, but we are seeing the vision also. Sometimes we are learning different type of, our Veda or Vedanta. So only we should not go after grammar, only grammar. So here, Samagaha Gayanti. So the singer of Samaveda, the meaning of Samagaha means a singer of Samaveda, they sing. What they sing? So they are singing with the help of Vedehi Saanga Pada Krama Upanishadehi. With the help of Veda, with the help of pada, krama. This is the form of different type of chanting. It's called pada. You might have heard this. Om Namah Shiva, we can chant different way. You know, Namo Namah Shambhave Mayo Bhave. There are, but we are adding different type of Om Shambhave Shambhave Mayo Bhave. We are, you know, there it says the, what we call right now is, I just forget.
Ganapada.
A Ganapatha. So there are Ganapatha, same way Kramapatha, Padapatha. This is different type of patha in chanting. So this is also Kramapatha. This is Padapatha. And this is, they are Gayanti, they sing with the help of Upanishad mantra. They are doing Kramapatha, Padapatha, and with the help of Veda, they are Gayanti. For whom? Yam. Yam means for Lord. Yam Vishnu. So Brahma, Rudra, Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Marutaha, Vishnum, Divyaistavehi, or we can add a Lord Krishna here for Krishna only. Krishna. Krishna we are take as a Vishnu. But really speaking, Bhagavad Gita is belong to Krishna only. So Brahmaji, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Marutaha, Krishnam, Divyaistavehi Stunvanti. They are praising Krishna or Brahmaji with the help of different type of stotra. Same way, the singers of Samaveda, they sing for Lord Krishna with the help of Veda and different type of Padapatha, Ganapatha in mantras of Upanishad. Same way, this yoginaha means meditators, one who are doing meditation. They see yoginaha yam pashyanti. Meditator see Krishna, Lord Krishna, with whom? So with the help of mind. Here they are not using their speech, but still they are using their instrument is manasa. This manasa is 3 by 1. They see Lord Krishna with the help of mind, manasa. But which type of mind? Dhyana avasthita tad gatena manasa. One whose mind is abide in meditation. In such mind, this meditators see Lord Krishna. So this is, they are using all third vibhaktis. So these are also instrument. These all are instrument. Divyastave is also instrument. This Vedehi Sangha Pada Krama Upanashadehi is also instrument, and this is also instrument. So these all are using for what? To praise someone, to do stuti for someone. Even they are using mind to see Lord Krishna. So he everywhere, this is mind is instrument, Divya Stavan is instrument, and this all are instrument only. So this is the usage of third cases that I would like to show. And yasya antam na vidusuras devaya tasmai namaha. This we will see in when fourth case will come. But Sura, Asura Ganaha, a group of Sura means all devatas, Asura means a group of demons cannot understand the end of which Lord. Unto that Devaya Namaha, unto that Lord my salutation. This is the meaning of Gita. But this is the usage. So what you are, this mantra they are using as an instrument. What Pujaji was asking. Here the mantra, no? This mantra we can take as a Bhaktaha mantrehi Ramam Shamsanti. So all devotees praises Rama with the help of mantra. We can see, we can write also Bhaktaha. Instead of, we can say the Bhakta meditator, Upasakaha. We can write Upasakaha. Ramaha Pashyanti. They can see Lord Rama. We can say Rama with whom? Manasa, with the help of mind. This is third case of mind. We have not seen Manas is a like Manas, not like Ramaha. That's why third case of Manas is Manasa. It will come later. It is a Rama. I can say you have to remember this Rama. No? Now you know at the end of Rama is a half ma. So these are called akarant pullinga. Rama Shabda is called akarant pullinga. So Rama Shabda is ending with a. When Sita will come, so we can say akara, akaranta. A Shabda which is end with a is a Strilinga. But these all are vowel ending names. We will see one by one, it will come. That I have not seen, but let me tell you. Suppose Rama Shabda. Now you will tell me. Then Guru Shabda will come. Guru. Then Hari Shabda. Then Mati. Then Sita. Then Netra, Matru, Pitru. So if we say Ramaha, so what will the end of here Akara ending? Guru Shabda?
Ukara ending.
Ukara ending. But these all are, this is also masculine, means Pullinga. Hari,
Ikara.
Ikaranta. Pulling. But when Mati he will come is Ikara, but Strilinga is feminine. Sita, Akaranta.
Akara ending.
Strilinga.
Yeah, Strilinga. Now Matru, tell me.
Rakara.
Rukara.
Rukara.
Strilinga.
Pitru, same Rukara, but Pullinga. Same way here also, Vanam. So Akaranta, Napusakalinga.
It is Akara.
Yeah. Akaraha, Vana only, but being neuter, we are adding half makar. But actually is a na, Vana Shabda, no?
Okay.
We have to write Vana Shabda. So Akaranta, but Napusakalinga. So there are many words which are ending with vowel. These all words are ending with vowel. But there are many words also which are ending with consonant. Halanta, it's called Halanta, not Halanta, consonant. Let me say consonant. So suppose Manas, it will come here, Manas, Sakara ending. There are many words will come. But that's why I'm just, why Manasa come? So this is consonant ending, not vowel ending. So there are two types of words. One are called vowel ending and another types are called consonant ending. And all have all three forms. Means masculine, feminine, and neuter. Suppose Ramaha, masculine, but Vana, neuter. Hari, it will come, is the Ikara Pullinga. But same way, some word will come in neuter also. We have to remember. Okay. It's clear now, this one?
Swaminiji, Manas is which gender?
Is a neuter. Manas, Manasi, Manansi. but need not to go. Manas is a neuter gender.
ના મનસમાં કેમ સકાર આવે?
It's a name like this.
અચ્છા
આ નામ જ એવું છે.
હા
આપણે એમ ન કે why વિનોદભાઈ and why is not દીપકભાઈ. Same. Manas is a name. But it's a end એટલે પૂરું થાય છે with half sakar. Manas. In Sanskritam it comes like this. એવી રીતે આવે. Now they have given the syntax. Syntax means how we can put these all words for our understanding. So verb is put at the end of a sentence in usual syntax. Vakya rachna in Gujarati syntax. So in Hindi also I think Vakya rachna. So always for our understanding, verb will come last. But it is not necessary in Sanskrit. We can write Pashyataha Vanam Naro. Vanam Pashyataha Naro. We can put anywhere. But for our understanding, we can put Naro Vanam Pashyataha. Two men. Naro Ramaha Ramo. So two men Pashyataha. They see what? Forest. So always Karta vibhakti, nominative will come first, last will come verb in between these other cases. For our understanding, we can write Pashyataha Vanam Naro is okay in Sanskrit because everything is same meaning. When we will six case, at that time we will see this, otherwise you will be confused. But still, now you know genitive case, no? The genitive case must connect and put always with the noun to which it is related. So this one is given, Ramaha netrabhyam Ravanasya mrugam pashyati. So Rama sees a deer of Ravana. Ravanasya mrugam, a deer of Ravana, because Marichi, no, that is a Ravanasya mrugam. Ramaha pashyati with the help of netrabhyam. But what is would like to convey here? Suppose we say Ramasya putraha, Ramasya putraha lavaha kushaha. Sorry. Ramasya putraha kushaha. But we can't say Kushasya putra Rama. So it is written here. So we can't say this Ramaha Ravanasya netrabhyam mrugam pashyati. We can't say like this. So Ramaha netrabhyam Ravanasya mrugam pashyati. The meaning is Rama sees a deer of Ravana with the help of both eyes. But if we put Ravanasya here, so Ramaha Ravanasya netrabhyam mrugam pashyati, sentence will be totally different. Rama sees a deer with the help of both Ravana's eyes. So we can't put this sixth case. So connecting word is always together. Ravanasya mrugam. So that's why it is conveyed. But when sixth case we will see, at that time will come. So this genitive case must connected and put always with the noun to which it is related. But it will come later also. That everything we have seen in this. What we have seen, they have put in 5 sentences. That's why we have seen all different type of uses. But now we can see this. To indicate the agent of passive voice, that much they have mentioned, what we have seen in detail. Second usage is to indicate the instrument which is used to do the action. Balaha mukham hastabhyam guhati. Third one is to indicate the person or a thing accompanying the action. So dasena gacchami, I go with the servant. So one who is giving the company, that person is also goes in third case. In the case, the instrument may be followed with the prepositions. So here they have given dasena sahagachami, that also we have seen. Fourth one is to indicate the cause or a reason. That is to translate expressions such as owing to, on account of, out of, because of. So on account of misery, I leave the village. Dukkhena gramam tyajami. Same to translate the expression like, they have not given any example. That's why I have taken by name, by nature, by family, by birth. So janmana, by name, abhidheyena, by nature, swabhavena. This is by gotrena, everything we have seen, and by birth, janmana. And last, sixth one is with the preposition saha and vina. And last one is with the particles like alam and krutam. Alam dukkhena, this is too much pain. Now no more pain, you say, for all this. Now, next time we will see fourth case, which is dative. This is dative case, fourth. We will see next time. Any question? Is it okay?
Swamiji, will this also be used with the antarena?
Vina.